So we got some guineas here. Turbo's checking them out. He's been really good. He's going to look after them. And they're just kind of winding down for the evening. There's 10 of them. Got an assortment. And they're looking pretty good. Hopefully hopefully all of them make it. But it's a numbers game, obviously, so we'll see. But Turbo here just checking them out. Get you guys a little look. And if we have to replace some of these, we will. But chicken's coming next. Thought I'd show you the guineas. Really cool. It's Thursday, October 16th, 2025. I just wanted to show you the guineas. Very, very cool little birds. If you don't know much about guineas, look it up. They're an aggressive little bird. I believe originally from Africa, but they don't like snakes. They don't like rodents, so they're good for the property to keep the water moccasins back off the grass here in the yard, and to make sure the dogs are safe. And they're good little alarm systems, so they're going to be a great asset. And I can't wait till they get a little bit bigger and I can release them on the property. Chickens are coming next, so we're getting so much done here with the house. And now I would imagine the guineas will probably be in this little incubation period for probably 6, 7, maybe 8 weeks. And then when they're old enough, we'll release them. They don't live in coops. They actually, when they sleep at night, they go up in the trees. So very, very cool. First time I saw them was out here when we were looking at another property in Alabama, and Aaron described them to me. I never saw a guinea before, and I didn't know much about them. But everybody out here says you should have some guineas. Great little alarm systems. They'll keep your snakes out of your yard. So we got them. So hopefully most of them make it. But let's shift gears. Let's talk about what's happening, what happened today. As I make this video, as the sun is beginning to go down a little bit, gold is up $125. We are looking at $4,340 an ounce. Silver is up $1.08, sitting at 54.36 an ounce. I was looking at the SD Bullion website today, and I'm shocked at where these prices are going. And SD Bullion is one of the cheapest places you can buy gold and silver from. But to get an eagle now, I don't know, what was it, $63, $64 for a silver eagle? And you're going to pay more at other places. This is just what's happening, and it's going to continue to happen. If you need help, if you need some gold or some silver, go to my link down below, SD Bullion, and get some of this stuff, because you're going to continue to buy at all-time highs. I don't see prices coming down. I think they're going to continue to go way up. In fact, I think they're going up for years. Could be wrong. Who knows? I don't have a crystal ball. But we'll talk about why I think, and why so many other people think, that this is just the beginning. This stuff is going to go much, much higher. It is never going back to where it was. These people who said it was going, to $8 an ounce for silver, $800 gold, these people, I don't know what they were smoking. They could not see the writing on the wall. I hope you didn't listen to these people. I hope that you bought gold and silver years ago. And I think it's probably a good idea to keep buying this stuff, because at some point silver is going over $100. So when we look at it today in the 50s, it's a bargain when it goes to 100, because you can buy it for literally half off, because I do believe it's going to $100. And, a lot of people are getting very euphoric, very excited about gold going up, silver going up. It's going to go to 5,000. Silver's going to 100. Gold could go to 10,000. It could go beyond. Be very, very careful what you wish for. This, to me, is a sign. These prices, what we're seeing right now, gold going up over $100, silver going up over $1, is happening more common on a daily basis. This is a warning sign that there is danger coming, ladies and gentlemen. I bought gold and silver as an insurance policy to protect my wealth. I didn't necessarily buy it to make money, but we're all making money now in gold and silver. But the higher it goes, the more dangerous it is getting out there, and the worse the economy is getting, and the weaker the US dollar is getting. So be very, very careful what you wish for. Be glad that you have it, but understand, as the price goes up, there are consequences. TheEconomicCollapse.com. Gold and silver are skyrocketing because investors are scrambling to avoid the economic time bombs that are beginning to explode around us. Consequences, it says, often do not show up for an extended period of time, but when they finally arrive, they can be exceedingly painful. For decades, it says, our leaders have been making foolish decisions. I would say for decades, our leaders, our politicians have been selling us out. Not just foolish decisions, but they have been purposely selling us out. And because of these decisions, and because they didn't have immediate consequences, people thought everything was okay. So they continue to go to the baseball games, the football games. They don't really think much of it because there's no immediate consequences. You plant a seed, it doesn't the plant doesn't come up out of the ground overnight. It takes a little while. And this now has taken years to decades, and now the consequences are beginning to arrive. This is a very, very slow kill. I've got Aaron, Texas Silver, on the phone right now. He's blowing up my phone, so I'm going to take this call. He has an update. Go ahead, Aaron. You are on the show right now.
Okay, so gold was up $125 today, and I just checked it, and it's up another like $42. So it's almost moved $200 today.
What do you think is going on?
It's fine. Everyone's scared.
I mean, now we're seeing gold going up 100 a day, silver going up $1 a day. Now I've got somebody from a pawn shop that manages a pawn shop, my buddy Dan, just texting me right now about the same thing that you're calling me on. You're on the show live right now, by the way. So a lot of things happening as I'm just discussing gold and silver today, and the consequences now that are coming to America. And, again, I was telling people right now, be careful what you wish for. It's great that people are making some money, but this is a serious warning sign.
Yeah. Well, and I think what's been going on is for the last probably 4 or 5 years, your central banks have been buying it up quietly. They don't want to tell anyone.
Well, they wanted the price to stay down.
Right. And then the countries, and now the institutional, and now the rest of the world is waking up to it. And so that's why, I think these moves are going to become bigger and more frequent. And I think we're going to have $100, $200 days in gold, and silver's going to go $2 days, $3 days, $5, $10, $20.
There you go.
I mean, it's just
make sure to check out Texas Silver. Make sure to check out Texas Silver. You just released a video last night. When is your next video releasing? Will you be dropping one tonight with all this?
Probably.
Okay.
Check if I can put one together.
All right. Check out Texas Silver tonight. Aaron, I'm going to get back, knock this show out. I'll call you in a little bit. Thanks, brother.
All right, cool. Peace.
All right, peace.
Yeah, bye.
So anyways, again, check out Texas Silver. He's all over it. But I'm getting texts, I'm getting calls with what's going on. But these decisions, these foolish decisions, these sellouts have consequences. And as people thought everything was going to be okay because we didn't see the immediate consequences, now we are. We're seeing the inflation now taking place. We're seeing the weakening dollar. We're seeing the BRICS nations. We're seeing a lot of things taking place. And another thing, we sold out our industry to China and other countries. We are so dependent on China. The average person is in a coma. They have no understanding, no realization of just how dependent we are on China. Brazil, listen to this. We imported 197 million pounds of beef in January from Brazil. Why are we not producing more beef in America? I'm gonna say this. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a prophet. Don't pretend to be one. But people are going to wake up in this country one day, and they are going to realize what's going on. They're going to realize that things are a mess, that we're in big trouble, and they're going to have no way to survive it. They're going to have no way to get through this depression. God in heaven, please make sure that you are preparing, that you're putting some food away, that you're putting a little bit of cash, some metals away, that you have security, that if you have the ability to get out to a rural area or a smaller town, get out of the cities. I have a feeling, it's just a gut feeling, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we are going to see major, major chaos in America. Royal Mint warns of delivery delays as Londoners rush for silver. We're coming to a point, ladies and gentlemen, where you either going to have it or you won't. Question is, how much gold do you have? How much silver do you have? If you don't have any, you're probably going to be in big, big trouble, because I think we're coming to a point where dollars aren't going to matter. You're not going to measure wealth in dollars. You're going to measure wealth in ounces like the BRICS nations are going to do. They're going to say, show us your gold. And these people who go, well, what am I going to do? Go to a store with gold? Well, I'll tell you this. You have a better chance going to a store with gold than you will with US dollars, because you will not even be able, it won't even be worth wiping your butt with a dollar. That's how worthless it's going to be. It's going to be ounces. And I'll tell you what, there's not a farmer out here that wouldn't take gold or silver for food, for chicken, for beef, for vegetables, things like that. You know, get yourself some junk silver that you can use for smaller denominations, so that you can use to buy smaller things. Yeah, you're not going to take an ounce of gold to go buy, some potatoes. I get it. But maybe you take a dime or a couple mercury dimes. One thing they're not going to take is probably US dollars, because the paper will be worthless. MSA's eye-popping silver observation. Silver will likely reach levels 2 to 3 times its current levels in the next 2 quarters. Michael Oliver of the MSA. Interesting. Could it go up that fast? Well, when you're watching what's going on in the last couple weeks, couple months, I guess anything's possible. 13 reasons why gold has outperformed stocks since 2000. That's right. Let's get real. Gold has outperformed the stock market since 2000. It's a haven during uncertain times. Geopolitical disagreements. The Federal Reserve, which created more money printing, equaling poor monetary system. Inflation, another reason. That's number 4. In 1980, gold was $615 an ounce. The average house was 64 grand. So what is that? 100 ounces bought you a house today. You're looking at around $4,300 for an ounce of gold. Average price of a home is $420,000. So again, 100 ounces will buy you a home. Central banks buying it up. National debt. U.S. political instability. 8. Global public policy divide. 9. Slow economic growth. 10. Gold has outperformed stock market since 2000. 11. The BRICS nations. 12. Tech and AI. They need gold. 13. Supply has outpaced demand. That today on the hedge. Another one today on the hedge. We'll shift gears here a little bit. And it's another reason why you might want to own some gold and silver. Regional banks, they're in big trouble. Regional banks crash as more credit cockroaches emerge. Shares of Zion Bancorp plunged 12% after it disclosed a $50 million charge-off for a loan underwritten by its subsidiary, California Bank and Trust in San Diego. This is a bank that I've done business with in California. Western Alliance also lent money to the same investor group. And of course, how many regional banks are heavily invested in commercial real estate, which is an apocalypse now? It's been an apocalypse for many, many years, but they just continue to kick the can down the road, extend and pretend. And at some point, we're going to see many of these regional banks absolutely decimated and gone, and this is going to be big problems. And you think gold is expensive now? You think silver is expensive now? Wait till a bank like one of these banks goes bye-bye. Wait till a few of these regional banks go bye-bye. It is going to be absolutely pure insanity. You will a regional bank like Zion's, that bank goes down. You're not getting an ounce of gold or silver. There will be so much chaos. There will be so much fear on the streets. Forget about it. You can still get this stuff right now. If you need some, go to my link down below, SD Bullion, get some of this stuff. And of course, there will be haters that will be, telling you, oh, why are you doing this? He's pushing gold, he's pushing silver. I've been talking about the positive attributes of gold and silver since the first day of this channel, basically. Have I been wrong? Have I been wrong? Have you lost money? Many people have made a lot of money. Somebody wrote me today, I won't mention their name. They owe me no congratulation. They owe me no thank you. They owe me no credit whatsoever. But they said they made a lot of money because they bought gold. And they bought it years ago watching the show. And now, they have over 6 figures now of gold, and they're in a great position. And nobody owes me a thank you. Nobody owes me a congratulations. Nobody owes me nothing. I do this because it's the right thing to do. I do this because this is what God wants me to do. I do this because I just enjoy talking with people and just talking about what's happening in the world and in America. And that's it. But I'm glad that, people are doing well and protecting themselves. And that's the main thing, that you're protecting yourself. But nobody owes me a thank you. I do this for the man upstairs. But there are people out there that just absolutely despise this message, despise gold and silver. And these are the people that don't have it. They've missed out. They're so broke now they couldn't even buy 1 ounce of silver if they tried. They, spent all their money impressing people on social media and Facebook, and taking the weekend trips to Vegas and all that. So don't listen to people like that. Listen to people. There's a lot of smart people out there on YouTube. People for many, many years. I mean, Peter Schiff, Egan von Greers, Frank Justra, or Frank Justra. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I just watched him the other night. I think he was on ITM or Kitco. I think it was ITM. Frank Justra, I mean, a smart guy, billionaire. There's so many smart people out there that have been talking about this for years and years. So you're either going to have it or you don't. And either you wake up and smell the coffee now, or, you suffer the consequences, and the consequences are coming. Most humbling thing I've ever seen: Western business leaders terrified after touring Chinese factories. This is an eye-opener. Ford CEO Jim Farley and other top business leaders are terrified over China's breakneck technological advancements, warning that Asian superpowers, their innovations can crush American companies. Farley said this: their cost and their quality of their vehicles is far superior to what I see in the West. Australian billionaire Andrew Forrest, blown away by their futuristic factories that have no humans. And they're assembling cars, trucks, all kind of things, no humans. And they're doing it super efficiently, super, super quick, with high quality. SNAP and EBT programs to be paused starting November 1st. If this happens, be prepared for all hell to break loose. Be prepared forget about gold and silver. You better have security. You better have some food and water put away. Number one asset next to God is security. You must be able to protect yourself, your food, your water, your assets, your home. Hungry people are the most dangerous people. Remember that. If this happens, you're going to have people that are very, very agitated and very hungry. Bad combination. Comment down below on any of this. Yes, this is United States of America now. We are talking about the United States of America, not a third world nation. I'm coming to you from the United States of America. I'm talking to you about the United States of America. And I am so glad that I'm away from the big cities. I'm so glad that I'm out here in Bama, and we are just chilling out. And I have a feeling I'm going to be watching a lot of this on my big screen TV. Yes, with my new freshly painted walls. I know there were people aggravated that I had the walls painted at the house, that I should have been doing something else to prepare. I got my shooting range over here. I've got plenty of security here. I've gone to many tactical classes. I put thousands and thousands of rounds downrange, trained with a lot of high caliber people. I've got over a year supply of food here for the family. I've got protection dogs. I've got security systems. I'm doing the best that I can, but people are upset. There's 2 people upset that I painted the walls of my house. Honestly, lavender, not my most favorite color wall. I mean, not bad for a shirt, not bad for a tie, but for your home walls, things might be bad out there, but I just don't want lavender walls. But, so if I'm going to be, camping out here and hunkering down here in southern Alabama, I think, I'm going to have the color wall that I want. Roasted almond, by the way. Mysterious spy balloons appearing over several U.S. states sparks fear of covert invasion. Here we go again. Daily Mail. So a white object reminiscent of the one that flew over America for a week, the China spy balloon, it has now reappeared in different states: Colorado, Arizona, and even right here in Alabama. I've not seen it. I will update you if I do see it, but nobody knows what it is. And it was shocking that we allowed that balloon in 2023 to fly over the US for a week before we did anything about it. It's troubling to think that we allowed that to take place. Unbelievable. But here we go again. Now we don't know what these things are. And if they tell us it's something, do we even believe them at this point? 75% of Americans report soaring prices as Trump claims inflation over. He is wrong. It is far from over. I can tell you it's a little cheaper down here to eat for sure. Gas is much cheaper. But overall, prices at the grocery store are not going down. Ask anybody in California, that's for sure. Even here, I mean, yeah, they're a little cheaper than California, but things are still elevated. Prices are still elevated. And I'm not going to say that this administration caused the inflation because they certainly did not. The last one did. But if this administration is saying that inflation is over, I'm not sure how legitimate this quote is, that Trump claims inflation is over. I have not heard that, but it is certainly not over. And whether he said that or not, it's not over. It's far from over. In fact, inflation is going to get worse. It's another reason why I own gold and silver. Anyways, this video is going on. Sun is going down. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. I got to get the dogs fed. I got to take care of some things at the house here. And until tomorrow, God bless. Take care. Be safe out there.